Well, spring is finally here. We're at the Arndt family homestead. I'm the oldest in the family of 13 sons and 1 daughter. And as you can see, I'm right alongside a robot lawnmower. We're going to talk about that a little bit. It's been kind of a trick to keep up with the family property, as we've talked about on other episodes. We have a backyard ball field. We have this beautiful house. We have some other connected properties and nearby properties where my siblings and I live. So these have just been golden for us. We haven't tried this particular one yet. But we have 2 other lawnmowers that have been running for the last year. Just recently, Navimow, which is a Segway company, offered to send us this for us to review it. And this thing is gigantic. It's like their flagship model. It's perfect for very large properties. So we're going to do a review. My brother Seth and I are going to, well, first I'm going to tell you a little bit about it and how these work. Then we're going to put this out on our property, on our ball field, around the family house. We're just going to let it go for a week or 2. And kind of take notes, take some video along the way. And at the end, we're going to let you know the results and what we think of this. We're also going to kind of compare it to our current X390, which is what we have patrolling the property. We've had them out there for the last, I'd say 8 or 9 months. And I'm excited to try it, but I've never seen it in action. So you're going to follow along with me as I do that. So before we go out in the field and get this set up, I just wanted to show you a few things about it. It has these wheels in the front. This is an all-wheel drive version. This is the X450, and it can do up to 1.5 acres every day, is my understanding. We'll see when we test it if it can hit those numbers. I mean, the other ones did what they predicted. But this thing is a monster. This is their flagship model. It's their biggest one they make. They actually have these cutting blades, which are much different than a traditional lawnmower. They're like little razor blades, you know, similar to what you see in a pocket knife or something. And when this starts spinning around, they'll kind of flail out and, you know, extend out enough to cut the grass as it goes. So it's much, much safer than a, you know, traditional lawnmower. And this has all sorts of obstacle avoidance anyway, so it's not going to be hitting anybody or hitting pets or even, you know, baseballs on the ground or anything. So it's really nice. It has a lot of technology with all the cameras here, just all 360 vision all over. And we'll talk about some of these things later, but some things new that I'm looking forward to seeing how this performs is the all-wheel drive, because our other mowers don't have the all-wheel. These wheels actually kind of turn in, if you can picture and you'll see it when it's out there, but they actually kind of turn in like that. So it makes it for a really sharp turn where it won't hurt your lawn. Once we had the mower set up, it was late in the day, so our first test was actually at night, which is actually one of my favorite times because you get to see the lights. And this new mower is no different than our other ones. The other mowers have these light bars. Looks kind of like an electric vehicle where it has like one big bar across the front. This new one has like these 2 headlights. It looks really cool at night. Well, this is the first job we gave our new mower. This guy is so smooth. It's so quiet too. It looks like a sports car or something. Yeah. This is the first night we have all 4 mowers going. I can see all their lights. There's one way in the distance, one on the hill. Cuthbert is right there. This is Cuthbert's first night. And over there is Second Timothy. Since the new X450 is supposed to be the top of the line model, we wanted to put it to the ultimate test and put it on some of our more prominent areas of the property. So we chose the front yard and the ball field as our main testing areas. I have to say, one of the first things I've noticed is these cutting lines are really beautiful. And I love our other Segways. We have the X3 series and they do a good job as well. But I have noticed that the cutting quality is definitely better on the X4. This is an X450. And you can just see, normally it would take a few passes with the X3 series to get through this tall of grass. I don't know how well you can see this, but this one, it just tears right through it. And it really gives a nice cut. I've been very impressed with it. If you've never seen a robot mower in action, one of the coolest things is the app that Navimow has put together. And it has all these different controls where you can actually remote control the mower and map it around the whole property. It can go around obstacles, it can go around trees, you can tell what the boundaries are, and it does a lot of this automatically with this new mower. It has an auto mapping feature, but I kind of like to customize it just to make sure it's not going to go in the water, make sure it's not going to go anywhere we don't want to. We've had Segway robot mowers patrolling our property now for almost a year. As of this filming, probably 10 or 11 months. So at the very end of this video, I'm going to tell you my overall thoughts of what it was like before robot mowers and what it's like now. But first, I wanted to give you the direct comparison of this new X450 we just tested and the X3 series, which we've already been using for almost a year. Okay, for the new X4 series, specifically the X450, which we tested, the number one thing I think I noticed was the improved cut quality and the width of the cut stripes, because instead of one 9-inch wheel, it has the two 9-inch wheels, as we showed you earlier. So that gives a wider cutting stripe, which I do like the look of that better. That's just kind of a detail. I love that. I also noticed the cut quality was quite a bit better. It seemed to, maybe it's the more powerful motors and closer to a premium residential product, but it gave a really nice cut. And the X3 series isn't bad, but sometimes it would take a few passes over if it got a little bit too high or if it has some tough grass or weeds or something. So I did notice a big improvement with the cut quality. Another thing is there was a definite upgrade in the app speed on the X4 series. The next thing I'll say in favor of the X450 is that it's able to cover more acreage. And this is not a surprise. It has the dual wheels instead of the one wheel that the X3 series had. So it would have been shocking if the X3 kept up. A huge thing about the X450 is the extra traction. If you have a hilly property, you definitely want to look at the X4 series because it has an all-wheel drive. They can do these dramatic slopes. I mean, it's amazing the slopes they can do. Okay, the review wouldn't be complete without saying the positives of the X3 series. I'd say the big wins that the X3 has in its favor would be it is lighter. So it's quite a bit lighter. The times it does get stuck, if you have to carry it back to its charging station, it's a lot lighter than this new X450. By far the number one benefit for our family with these robot mowers is it's given us back so many hours. With this much property, this much grass, we've bitten off a pretty big bite of what we're trying to maintain. So especially with all the grandkids now and our family constantly growing and busy with our businesses, that this has given us so much more time just to enjoy the outdoors. So to close things out, I'm extremely impressed with the X450, and I'd recommend it. If you want more information about it, feel free to leave a comment. We'll tell you about our experience. Or if you go down in the description, there's a customized link you can click on. You can see the whole lineup of Navimow's mowers, including this gigantic one all the way down to ones that do 1/10 of an acre. So check it out. Let us know if you have any questions.